From the College of Creative Arts, Justin Hughes' presentation is on Rethinking Clamshell Packaging, an exploration of packaging design for the Kiwi berry industry. A round of applause for Justin Hughes.
I'm going to take you all on a journey. This journey follows this small, sweet, juicy fruit known as the kiwi berry, a distant relative of the larger, more common kiwi fruit. We follow this fruit as it makes its way from farms in sunny Bay of Plenty all the way to markets in some of the largest cities in Asia. Central to my project is the vehicle that takes it there. At the moment, this comes in the form of a rather uninspiring clear plastic box. My role as a designer is to reimagine what this packaging could be. So why devote a whole master's project to this? Well, recently KPMG, a large financial firm, released a report that stated that the New Zealand agri-food exports for 2015 were around $37 billion, while they estimated that the value of these products, once they reached the final consumer, sat around $250 billion. A lot of these products leave our shores as rather unimaginative raw commodities. So that's the difference between selling raw sacks of flour and sugar and selling beautiful, delicious cakes. There is an understanding within the wider agri-food sector that we need to find new, innovative and creative ways to retain a higher proportion of the value of these products. Part of this is putting an emphasis on the experience around those foods for those who consume it and how we present those foods to those consumers. So to rethink this packaging design, I need to first understand the environment in which this packaging design had to move through. This meant understanding the manufacturing capabilities of the packaging industry, understanding the materials that could be employed as well as their qualities and their life cycle and environmental impact. The fruit itself, which is a delicate fruit and has about a 7 to 8 week shelf life and requires very specific climatic conditions for storage and transportation. The automation within the actual packaging process, now and into the future, the complex cultural environment of the consumer experience in the Asian market, as well as considering the rapid changes happening within the food retail sector brought about by new technologies and smart and responsive softwares. So I took all this knowledge, all this learning, and I combined it with design methodologies that employed an understanding of materiality, color, form language, and the relationship between food and culture. And now my challenge is to boil all of this down, all of this research, all of these ingredients, and distill it into a packaging design that is responsive to the needs of the industry, but importantly, helps to curate and enhance the intimate experience between these berries and the people that will end up eating them. We all know that New Zealand produces some of the finest food in the world, but what I want to demonstrate with this project is that design can play a pivotal role in taking that message to the rest of the world. Thank you.
Justin. So the judges have to say, I was at a fruit conference last week, this is exactly what all of the international experts were talking about. So judges.
Well, thank you very much, Justin, for two things. First of all, it was very pleasing to see some complex fruit being coming out of your college. And it was trying to address an aspect of export markets which are so important to New Zealand and to the very discerning customers in Southeast Asia to get the package looking right and tempt them to appreciate the content of the package. And secondly, I would like you to be giving a little bit more attention to how you explain the causal nexus that was going to be the centre of your research. But thank you very much anyway.
Indeed, thank you, Justin. I really liked at the outset that you linked it to a clear market need, and the evidence from that was from the financial firm's report, so that immediately made your talk seem very relevant and real, and a good basis to start. And what I liked is sort of an engaging story about a vulnerable kiwi berry tripping its way around the world and ending up in vulnerable places, and you setting out to protect it. it's sort of like the fast way for most New Zealanders in some ways. And it's like putting a suitcase around all of us. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Justin Hughes. Thank you, Justin. Has anyone tried kiwi berries? Super delicious.